Welcome back to another episode of Spin That Wax. We are still in the 90s here in the month of March.
Sounds about
I
right.
never left the 90s.
The 90s were awesome.
Yes, they were.
But
They were the best times.
albums,
honestly.
on the other hand, of the 90s are something else to be said.
Yeah, the first half of the 90s was grunge, and the other half was trying to forget that grunge ever happened.
That's right.
Essentially, yeah.
But how are you guys doing this week?
Oh, as you can see behind me, it's bright and sunny and highly suspicious.
Yes,
Nice.
same
Not
same
snowing.
here in the Northeast. It is
Beauty.
sunny and looks like it's about 2 degrees communist. So that's what, 67 or 65? No, wait, no, that's too high.
No, it'd be
50,
36, 37 maybe.
yeah, in freedom units.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're getting there. You know, it's slow but sure.
slowly crawling out of the cold.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we are doing records of the 90s. This is awesome. I have a good pick. I don't think you guys are going to be able to guess. And we got Maiden is up this week.
Yeah, well, hey, you can't top Dr. Fun because it's mandatory and having fun.
It is
think we'll-
mandatory.
We're
and
never
very
going to guess anything you have, by the way.
No, well, hey, no, not when you're busting out Pinocchio and Dr. Fun, man. Like I'm telling you right now, like it's over. It's game over.
Yeah.
I went for another awesome record. I really love this record. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. And also shout out to John Burgess. He's a big fan of this one as well. This I went with came out in 1990, and I went with Bruce Dickinson's Tattooed Millionaire,
Nice.
which is an awesome record. They got some cool songs on this one as well. And I'll show you. This is a gatefold. It's significant for a number of reasons, but here I'll show you the wonderfulness of the gatefold here.
Oh, love a gatefold.
Me too.
Very
You got lyrics and thank yous on one side, and then a picture of Bruce Dickinson's band in the other. And you'll see right here, if I can point right there. Not right here. This was the first album that Yannick Gers, who has since joined Iron Maiden and stayed with Iron Maiden, this was his introduction to Iron Maiden, actually. And there's a bit of a story behind it. If you have a few minutes, I'll tell you.
Please.
Okay. So Bruce Dickinson wanted to create a solo record, but all this morphed out of doing a song for Nightmare on Elm Street, number 5. And Yannick Gers was asked to do guitar work with Bruce to sing Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, which was actually supposed to be on this record and supposed to be part of the Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack.
Huh.
But it never made this record, and it became actually another version of that same song ended up on No Prayer for the Dying. And Yannick Gers went on to replace Adrian Smith in Iron Maiden. And then when Bruce Dickinson left Iron Maiden after the second solo album, so the Balls to Picasso record, Yannick stayed with Iron Maiden. And when Bruce came back with Adrian Smith in 2000, they kept Yannick. So they went from a 4-piece to a 5-piece. So any current Iron Maiden albums or music that you hear from 1990 and up is Yannick Gers on guitar with Dave Murray. Yannick actually played in a band called White Spirit and also played with Ian Gillan in Gillan Band. And you might know Ian Gillan from Deep Purple.
Yeah.
So Yannick is a great guitar player. He's known to do all kinds of crazy tricks and stuff on stage, antics and whatnot. And we have the standard fare of the Solo Works compilations here. This is the reissue as well, although it did come out in 90. The vinyl wasn't, it was a CD and a tape. So I have the tape, I have the CD, and there was also a 12-inch picture disc for a song off this called Dive, 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 which had a big submarine on the front. I don't have it. I still want it. It still pisses me off that I don't have it. But so these are the rest of the solo albums from Bruce. He did those while he was on hiatus with Iron Maiden, and then came back. And Yannick was replaced by Roy Z on Balls to Picasso because he ended up joining Iron Maiden. So here's the record. It's a very thick 180 gram vinyl.
Yeah.
So it's got a really
Very
cool
nice.
tattooed millionaire logo there. I don't know what the heck's on that. Looks like a piece of paper or something. And some of the notable tracks on here was a cover of Mott the People, All the Young Dudes. And that was written by David Bowie. So that's on here. Dive, Dive, Dive is on here. And there's some really cool ones on this record. I love it. It's awesome. Tattooed Millionaire is another one. So it's got some really cool tracks. It's a really good record. Like sometimes when you like a band and their solo guy or their lead singer becomes a solo act, generally they suck, like bad.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, but this doesn't. This is all killer. No
Very
fun.
awesome.
That's a solid pick right there.
Yes, sir, it was. And again, you don't know. No one's really heard the original version of "Bring Your Daughter." I have never heard it. I want it, and I don't know if it'll ever be released. But it's a cool little story how that all came to pass. You know.
That is, but you never know. You never know what might get released.
That's right.
No, exactly. Especially when they're running out of money.
Exactly. We got to dig into the catalog, guys.
That's right. All right. Well, that was awesome pick.
Just look at Kiss.
or like, for example, I don't mean to be morbid, but when an artist dies and then their family's like, "Whoa, they should have had a lot more money." Then, here's all these other hidden tracks or whatever.
Yeah. Then they get into the vault.
Yeah. I was going to say Tupac's been dead for a long time. He still puts out like 3 albums a year.
Right.
Very true, sir. Very true.
All
so
right,
that was my 1990 pick, Tim.
That is awesome. Awesome. All right, Zach, you are up next.
Oh yeah, Maiden.
Yeah, absolutely, all day.
Well, for this one, we're going
24/7.
There we go. Let's go
24/7, all day.
What
do you got for me, Zach?
We're going punk.
Ooh.
We're going punk. We're going Michigan punk.
Okay.
We're going back to 1995 with the Meatmen, Pope on a Rope.
Let's go.
Let's
go. I love that record.
Love it.
Just the artwork is just fantastic.
Oh, totally.
And there's a message in there. I just can't put my finger on what it is. But this was the fourth album they put out, and what a history they had. Like originally, they were 81 to 88, put out 2 albums, right? Then they broke up, came back in the mid-90s to put out 3 albums. Then they broke up, reformed in the mid-2000s, broke up. Then they reformed again in 2008, and they're still together. And they put out 2 albums since then.
Nice. They're waiting on the third, then they'll break up again.
Exactly, and then they'll retire. And then in there, we got the little promo book. Meatmen. Awesome. Oops, that's on the floor. We got the Meatmen sticker, which is awesome. And we've got the signed sleeve by frontman Tesco V.
Sweet.
And
F&A.
We have a clear red.
Oh, vinyl. Nice.
There it is.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Pope on a Rope.
I love it.
We got the clear vinyl, and this is the reissue from Record Store Day 2015. It'd be numbered 19 out of 500.
Oh, nice. Let's go. Zach wins.
And I had completely forgotten that it was actually signed by him until I was reorganizing. I was like, oh yeah, I have 2 albums signed by Tesco V. Now that I think about it.
When they came through town, we certainly enjoyed them, man. Oh my God, they are awesome.
Plus the cool thing about what Tesco V, before the band, he was a 5th grade school teacher. And now from what I understand, now he owns some sort of vintage toy shop in Lansing. Ooh. And I guess works there. So you could go there in theory and meet Tesco V of Meatmen
and see some awesome toys.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, he's an impressive collection, and he's, selling it. And I guess he's like super good to fans. He does his birthday barbecue every year. I don't know if he still does, but he used to.
Nice.
But he's an interesting cat.
Yeah, they're a great band. I saw them open. They did a dual headliner with Biff Naked when she was big.
Well, there's a name out of the past. Biff Naked.
Yeah, she's a cool lady, man. I got to meet her. She is awesome. Super cool. Super cool lady.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but they were great. And I wanted to meet Tescovy, but I didn't have a chance to. So maybe I'll do a TTM or come up with a card or something that I can get them to sign.
Yeah, one day we'll swing through Michigan and say, "Hey, man."
Yeah, exactly.
But
That'd be awesome.
there you go. So 90s brings us Punk from the Meatmen this week.
Nice. I love it.
Sweet.
We love
That
it.
is awesome. All right. Well, it's my turn now, so we might as well get on to it. We
Now
got
for the album.
this one comes from 1993. It is described as American post-hardcore band formed in Washington, D.C.
Post-hardcore band.
Well, that ain't fucking Dr. Fun.
No.
No.
I don't know. And they were formed back in 1986. And we got their third album. We got Fugazi.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I have not heard of them in years,
That
buddy.
is, I believe, Tim, that is what you would call the deep cut.
Yes.
So we got Fugazi here. This is one of those bands you get into for a little bit. At least for me, I got into them for quite a bit while I was cooking. And when you cook in kitchens, you meet some interesting people. And so
Most of them
you
are
get
punks.
yes, definitely. And you get to hear some interesting music, and then you start to like the music and all that kind of stuff. And which is good because you get to learn and widen the horizon of music. And here's the back of it. It's pretty awesome. You get Faucet Squared, Public Witness Program, Returning the Screw, Smallpox Champion, Rent It, 23 Beats Off, Sweet and Low, Cassavetes, Great Cop, Walk-In Syndrome, Instrument, Last Chance for a Slow Dance.
Oh, I was gonna say Last Chance for Romance. God, I've been there many a time, man.
It will be again, most likely for me.
Giddy up, sir.
Oh,
I'll race you.
But yeah, it's got a whole bunch of stuff written all over it. And on the front, we got the inside.
ooh.
Inside sleeve there. Let's see if I,
That's rather cool looking.
It is.
Like it looks like somebody just pasted a piece of paper right on there. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it does. It looks like
Yeah.
here you can see like the tape on it, but yeah, it's
Yeah, that's what I mean. It looks legitimately like somebody put it there.
yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Cheers.
But there's that side. There's the other side. You get all the stuff, all the goodies, and that's them.
You know, for me, Fugazi was like Bad Religion. I liked them, and Propaganda. I loved them. Listened to them hard for a bit, and then sort of just forgot about them.
Yeah, it kind of just fades away. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me. And here's the record here.
Oh, No Effects would be in that list too.
Oh,
Definitely as
absolutely
well.
no effects.
MXPX, No Effects, all those 90s punk bands.
But
Yeah.
but you worked in a lot of kitchens, man. So you know, like, and I'm telling you, a lot of my punk rocker buddies are all cooks. I don't know why that is. Maybe because you can have tattoos in your face and no one will care. But
Yeah, pretty much. They just take you, shove you in the hole, and make you work.
yeah,
You put you in the back where nobody can see you. And I was okay with that. I didn't want to be out in the spotlight and be like, "Hey, look at me! Look what I could do." But yeah, that was fun. It was a good time of my life. I enjoyed it, and now I'm at the point to where I despise it.
yeah, same here with
Reality
is what I
will
did.
destroy everything we hold dear one day.
Right?
it's-
Too much of a good thing, I suppose. Right?
yeah.
That's what it
Is
is. It's just kind of like the bands in general. Like you go hard for a short period of time, and then it's like, I need a break.
Yeah,
Right. Well, that.
but there's also one or two bands that you can listen to every day.
Oh yeah,
And from all you guys obviously know which that band is for me. I
Peter
don't
Gabriel.
Bingo.
I mean, I could listen to Sledgehammer every day. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
dude, I'm telling you, I could listen to old Genesis every day too. Zeppelin, those for sure. But yeah, so I get it. Great pick, Tim. Your pick.
Yeah, you're right. We never would have guessed that. Not even remotely close.
All right, it is a rando time, and Maiden, you're up.
I am. Okay, so this is a cool one. So I went to pick a random, and I know. Okay, so I have a couple of bins, and in this one bin is all a specific band that I really really like. I really like these guys a lot. No, not today, Tim. So I picked this one, but for some reason the sleeve had two of them. So
Ooh.
it's two randos today. But I'll do the first one. We'll do the horn, and then maybe if we got time, we'll do another one.
Oh yeah.
So this one here was my first pick.
Oh, classic. Classic.
And this isn't an original printing. It's a gatefold, but it's an English gatefold. And we'll go in and okay. Fucking good, man.
That is like I think that was probably the first of their albums I encountered was Machine Head.
And with this one, the gatefold, the record opens in the middle.
Oh, fancy.
So you see here, this is the Warner Brothers Boulevard label. For Warner Brothers, there's three different labels. There's a green one. There's the Boulevard, which is the second era. So you can see it's got the Boulevard there. And then the third one is a pinstripe label. You will see that one in my next choice. But this one here, Machine Head was the sixth album for Purple. It was recorded in 1971 in Montreux, Switzerland. And it was released in 1972 on Purple Records in the UK and Warner Brothers stateside. It is the third album to feature the Mark II lineup. And if you don't know who the Mark II lineup was, it was Ritchie Blackmore, Ian Gillan, Roger Glover, John Lord, and Ian Pace on drums. And this had some really cool hits on it. Never Before, Lacey, Highway Star, and the infamous Smoke on the Water.
Yep. They all went down to Montreux from the Lake Geneva shore.
That's right.
The Lake Geneva shore.
That's right. And actually, they did record this using that mobile recording lab that they borrowed from the Rolling Stones.
Really?
And this also has a really cool one on here that wasn't released as a single until later, which was Space Truckin', which is an awesome song.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you see here, we got the super silky sleeves there. Go in here because it's a tricky one to put in. It opens up backwards.
Right.
But Machine Head, and not to be confused with the band Machine Head, because they're a metal band called Machine Head, and they're fucking awesome.
Yes.
But
yes, they are.
This is, to me, one of my favorite records. Deep Purple is my second favorite band other than Iron Maiden. And it's kind of ironic because Bruce Dickinson's favorite band was Deep Purple, and says that Ian Gillan was the best frontman ever in music, which I can't really disagree with that.
No, you can make a lot of arguments for that.
You can. He's in that conversation.
Oh, that's the thing. It's like it doesn't matter who it is. He's always in the conversation.
Right? Ian Gillan, Ronnie James Dio, many. Robert Plant, Robert Fleischman. Oh, there's so many awesome frontmen. But Deep Purple is getting my nod this week, fellas.
That's a great one.
Fantastic.
And I have never seen a gatefold where it came out through the middle before.
It's an odd one, eh?
That's a new one to me. I've never seen that before.
Nice. All righty, Zach, you are up.
To the Boxo Rando 45s. Let's see. And we have... Oh, nice. We've got us a little single. Let us go back to probably sometime in the 1970s to Anita Ward and Ring My Bell.
Oh, nice. Classic.
And on the other side, what is that? If I could feel that old feeling again.
That's what she said.
Ooh, this one's a little. I got to clean that one. Again, came out of the box of randoms. You can see we've got somebody drew an infinity logo and a check mark. But "Ring My Bell" is one of those songs. Like, to me, it's like Jolene from Dolly Parton. If you ever hear it, you're kind of obliged by the universe to stop and sing it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, and I just noticed somebody actually wrote their name on the label. So shout out to Chris Burke, because now I have your album or your single.
Sweet.
Oh,
That's cool. Now that song "Ring My Bell" is going through my head like crazy.
exactly. You're welcome. Everybody enjoy that for the remainder of the week.
Right. And it's only one part. It's only the one part.
Yeah, it's just the chorus. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you any of the lyrics to that song other than the chorus.
Ring my bell. Sorry.
Exactly. It's like there aren't too many songs that are simply defined by that, and that is one.
No, that's like a car seat karaoke classic. Like when you hear that on the radio, everybody in the car just starts ripping it.
Yep.
You know, wrong lyrics, out of tune, bad song, bad singers, doesn't matter. We're rocking.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're going to go for it, and they're going to go hard for it.
Well, sir, good choice. Sorry, that was my son trying to call me from school, so I just had to take that call.
Oh, it's awesome.
Sorry about that.
All
I
right.
can't get away from it, man.
What horrifying random thing are we going to nearly wet ourselves on this week?
I don't know.
That's a good
Hopefully I don't follow the trend of more children's music. So let's see.
Oh no, you got a pretty badass collection there, Puff the Magic Tim.
Oh.
It's when he does that smile. We
I
should just
know.
get concerned.
I just think of Dr. Fun and the Fun Crew, and how much fun they didn't have.
Dr.
well,
Fun, Funky Bunch.
I'm even holding it right now. I don't know which one this is.
Uh-oh.
So
That's frightening. I am the. What in the world is that?
It's a record bag.
I was going to say, that's a bag.
It's a sack of wax.
there's a sack of wax.
Oh,
And
jeez.
let's see here. It's a little folded at the top.
What in the name of all that is anything?
Oh, it's heavy.
What in the world?
It's heavy. It's
It's a
made by
78.
Decca.
I was going to say, is that a 78?
It is.
And it says it's Sam Song by Gary Crosby and Bing Crosby with
Okay.
Maddie Matlock's All Stars.
Wow. What in the actual world is that?
Yeah, that's a 78. That's what it is. That's got to be 40s, 50s era for sure.
Probably.
Got like a stamp around the side there.
Wow.
Yeah.
As soon as you said it was heavy, I was thinking, is it a 78 by chance?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's brittle as hell, Tim. Do not
Yeah,
look at it the wrong way. It will split on you.
And there we go. There's the other side. We get Play a Simple Melody by Gary Crosby and Bing Crosby. Ooh, it's by the Play a Simple Melody is by Irving Berlin.
Wow. What a thing that is.
Very
So that-
interesting. Very cool.
Decca has what's the numbers? 27112?
On the
label.
oh
yeah,
yeah, 27112.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm curious.
I'm gonna look this up, guys. And see
Okay.
if I can find any information about it.
Yeah, I'm very
Okay,
curious.
it's a shellac. It's a shellacked 78. It was from Canada, and it was from the Personality series, and it came out in July 1950.
Wow.
Interesting.
Let's go.
And here you go. You can place an order for your phonograph needle.
There is no permanent phonograph needle.
That's right.
But I love that. The wax sack is is a public service announcement as well.
That's right.
It most certainly is. Now I'm seeing one here. It's in excellent condition, and it's going for about $10 US.
Wow.
So you know it is attainable.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I thought that would be like a lot more expensive just considering the age alone.
Now that bag itself was probably 10 or $15 too, because you're not going to find another one of those.
Yeah, I was going to say
Fidelity
that bag has got some money to it.
Yeah.
What a
Change
cool
your
thing.
own with Fidelitone.
Now the difference is that one there's the black Deca. That's an American one, and the Canadian one was a navy purple
Oh, huh.
label with yellow font.
Interesting.
Dude, Discogs. I'm telling you, if you want to know anything about anything, Discogs is the place.
Oh yeah, like we're not
It's,
sponsored by them, but shout out to them because they're
Yes.
amazing.
It used to be local. Boise, Idaho.
Oh,
In Twin Falls. Music
Okay,
City.
so Tim, that is a piece of history
Yeah.
in your town, and I don't know, man. Like, if there's a museum or something, that would be something cool to say. Hey, if you guys have a vintage record display from this area, this would be something cool to add to that.
Yeah,
that
that's
is like
neat.
that is huge piece of local history. Wow.
Yeah, that's neat.
That is neat. I like it.
Talk
Good
about
choice.
random.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is very random, but very cool.
And
I
as
like
you know,
on the top. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick it up, but it gives you instructions on how to do
Oh,
the handle.
one fold down, two fold up. Okay, fair enough. All right, we're good.
yeah, that's speaking of the conversation we had earlier today, fellas.
Oh, for the love of all things holy.
I know. Shout out to the bubblegum sack himself.
Hey.
That's great,
Oh.
Tim. So, do you have a lot of shellacs? Because I was trying to show you one, and as you remember, America the Beautiful, and
Yeah.
it broke in half. I don't know if that
I
was
do.
a sign or not, but
I have a few of these type.
Oh, that is really cool, Tim. That is
I only have.
seriously.
I got one more in a bag, but
oh, cool.
Ooh, bag of records.
A sack of
Yeah.
wax.
where's the random for you?
That is random.
Yes,
That's a
That
nice
is-
sack you have there, sir.
I know.
Mm. It's been
Compliments.
handled for
Compliments,
quite some
good sir.
Well, now that I know how to handle your sack, I'll be good.
time. It's got instructions on it. It's been handled incorrectly.
Oh, perfect. What more do you need in life?
Exactly. Dr. Fun has been here, and he wasn't handling the sack properly.
That's
And
right.
Pinocchio got involved, and the whole thing just became a bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah. So then we found out the needles don't last forever.
And that's true,
I'm thank God for that record bag. Otherwise, I never would have known.
right?
That's all I'm saying.
Well, Maiden, you were saying something about a second rando.
Second
were you,
rando.
Well,
Thank
we're
you.
40 minutes in, boys. We could probably do another random, make it an hour show.
30.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
30
yeah.
minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, because we'll cut out all the shenanigans in between.
Oh, it's
So,
about
yeah.
30, something you guys don't know about.
Hey.
Yes, I have one here. This is a cool one,
All right.
and I'm pretty happy to have this. Actually, I have 4 different versions of this one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes. So, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I was looking at the gatefold. So just give me a second. This one here, I got it because it had a different label variation than the green one that I had, and the Boulevard label. So this is actually the 3rd printing of this record, and it is Deep Purple's In Rock.
Nice.
This album rules. This album is probably my favorite Deep Purple record, other than Fireball, but this is a good one. So this too is a gatefold, and this gatefold is beautiful. Check this out.
Ooh. That is very clean looking. I like
It
the
is.
design.
It had all the words for the songs on this other side as well. And
That's in great shape too. Not
it
much
is
anything.
now. I got some rub on the top, and I got somebody had a sticker on there that they incorrectly took off. And if you want to know, if you ever get a price tag sticker or whatever you're on your record, you don't want to ruin the finish behind it. Dawn dish soap, put a little bit on, just a little rub, a little like smidgen of it, and then it'll come right off without ruining your record.
That's good to know because I have a bunch of those I need to deal with.
Yeah, and you can tell this was already stickered before over here. So yeah, people didn't know about this. But anyway, this is the gatefold. This had some really cool tracks on it. Speed King is one of them. Bloodsucker, Child in Time, which again, if you know Deep Purple, Child in Time is like up there as one of their best. Into the Fire, Flight of the Rat. Now, in light of Brad Marchand going to Florida. Sorry, wrong show. We got Living Wreck and Hard Loving Woman. Hard Loving Woman. I love that song. It's awesome. Okay, so this is it. This is the gatefold here, as you can see. So we'll get rid of that, and I'll give you some stats on this. This was the 4th studio album, and the first to feature the Mark II lineup. So again, it's Blackmore, Gillan, Roger Glover, John Lord, and Ian Pace on drums. And if you think about it, having a drummer named Pace and keeping the pace, I don't know, the memes write themselves. This was released on June the 5th, 1970, and was recorded at Studio IBC and finished at Abbey Road. That's right. The Abbey Road.
You can say the Abbey Road.
The Abbey Road. Speed King was released in 1990 and Black Knight, or 1970, May, and Black Knight was released in June 1970 as a B-side to Speed King. But it was not included on the 12-inch. So Black Knight isn't on this record.
Huh.
It's only it's the B-side of the single. I have the single, and we could have looked at that, but it wouldn't have been truly random.
Right.
So here you go. Here is the Pinstripe label I was talking about earlier from Warner Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it's a 3-tracker, right? Speed King, Bloodsucker, and Child in Time.
Nice.
Yeah, on the first side. And there's the B side. Turn it around so you can see it.
I like that label. I like that label a lot.
Yeah,
It's very clean. And you'll see these label variations on Alice Cooper records as well, because Alice was on Warner Brothers in the United States and Canada. This was distributed by WIA, which is a Canadian distribution of Warner Brothers. And this still has the original tobacco stained sleeve. Look how
Wow.
whoever was a chain smoker is probably dead now. But thank you for your records.
Right.
So, a little story behind this before I go. This is just, again, I got this because it had the Pinstripe label. This is the polystyrene vinyl. You can see it's pretty floppy.
Ooh. I love that sound.
Yeah.
These would wear out very easily on a record player. On a needle, they'd start having white lines going across. If you're ever looking at records and you pull it out of the jacket, you see a white line that goes around the record, that they wore the shit out of it. So these were not very durable and made out of that cheap plastic, recycled plastic that they used to use. But it is a cool one. The original Warner Brothers labels were actually green and had an arrowhead of the Warner Brothers logo. Now, here, I don't know if you could see this, but somebody wrote on the inside of the jacket here.
Oh,
$20. Yeah, see, they wrote their name and then they put the price in there. You see, $5. It went from 20 to 5. Okay, so I went into a place in Kitchener, Ontario called The Beat Goes On. Not sponsored, but great little record shop. And this is right. They were more into DVDs and CDs and stuff, but right when vinyl came back, they started buying up used vinyl. They were buying it like by the pound. Okay. And when I went in there, the guy's like, "You're a Deep Purple fan?" And I said, "Yes, very much so." He goes, "I have a whole collection of Deep Purple records. Do you want them?" And I said, "I have a whole collection of DVDs I want to sell. Do you want to do a trade?" He said, "Sure." So I walked out with a crate of Deep Purple records, including Fireball with the textured cover, a couple of versions of this, Machine Head, all kinds of classics. That Speed Kings bootleg I showed you before, which was the live tour of this record. But yeah, I bought the whole stinking collection.
I would, especially for trading off.
Oh yeah,
that's perfect.
Oh yeah. So this was in the Deep Purple record bin, and again, when I pulled out Machine Head, the sleeves were stuck together on the poly covers. So I was like, yeah, it has to be a twofer. A twofer. So
absolutely.
Double purple for you guys. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a massive Deep Purple fan. They're like one of my favorite bands.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
I have
All right, Zach.
When I say a few, I mean a couple of hundred.
Yeah, it's just a few. Just a couple.
Just
All right, back to the rando box. Oh, let's go. Let's go. The Human League.
Oh, oh, yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I love it.
The
I
Human
love
League.
that record.
Don't you want me in seconds?
Yes.
Wow. 1981, Virgin Records, the Human League. We got seconds, which was it the A side or the B side? That doesn't matter. Either way,
That's awesome.
on there, the classic.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you want me?
Oh, yeah.
Plus,
I love that. I love that so much.
And
I actually
I'm
have
so
that
glad still is in good shape right here too. Like all things considered.
Yeah, that's like glass. It's very, very well done.
From the album
That was
Dare.
great.
Yeah.
That is this was I think another flea market find
Oh, yeah.
in the 50-cent bin. And I believe that was absolutely worth half a buck.
Oh, totally.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Great.
I
Now I've
gotta-
got that song in my head now too.
I have a confession to make. I bought a K-Tel 1983 pop rock compilation because it had Human League on it. So I'm a big fan of Human League. I love those guys, man. They're a great band. I'm a big new wave guy. I love new wave. I love synth pop. I just do. It's because I was young and I grew up with it, right? You know,
Right.
just reminds me of traveling with my parents. and stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah,
What a-
great pick, dude.
What a rando. What a
Right?
rando.
No, that was an awesome pick.
Let's go Human League. Shout out to the Human League.
Absolutely. And I gotta find that K-Tel record now.
Oh yeah. That's going to make an appearance at some point.
Oh, totally. It has Adam Ant on it. Well, all the big hits from '83. So yeah, all kinds of cool.
There's going to be some good stuff on that.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be some really good stuff on that, actually.
K-Tel records are awesome.
All righty. Well, it looks like it's my turn once again. And we'll go for the Rando.
What mystical thing are you going to pull out of midair this time?
I know, right?
Hey. Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see here. It's not what you're expecting.
Against the bed, everybody. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Oh my
Got some Jimi
gosh.
Hendrix.
That is awesome.
Oh,
And the
there we
Cosmic
go.
Turnaround.
Turn around, turn around. What a friggin' record, man.
This one's it's one of those it's a little coming apart. The glue's coming apart on the
Ah,
the
would you like
the
to know how to
sleeve.
fix that, sir?
Some more glue?
No,
I'm just
well,
kidding. I'm just playing. I'm playing with you.
unreal. This
I had to
fucking
say the
guy,
obvious. I'm
Stay
sorry.
tuned. This is the moment where Maiden actually reaches through the screen for Tim.
but no. Okay, so yes and no, actually.
Yes, please.
Don't
How do
use-
you fix that?
You know those Yoo-Hoo glue sticks, the ones we get for our kids
Yeah.
with the yellow tube?
Oh,
You take that and you use a Q-tip and you scoop the Q-tip full of glue and then you run it along the seam and you hold it down and clamp it with clothespins. Do not use anything else and only use a little bit because if you squeeze out the sides, it's going to ruin it. Number one, if you use a different kind of glue, it's going to stain the cover and it's going to leach through. Number three is it could potentially touch the record and ruin it. So Yoo-Hoo glue stick, Q-tip, clothespins.
Yeah, especially if it's like any sort of like super glue or anything, that'll eat through that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So
Now I
so
know.
you were right in a way.
But it was a specific type of glue.
Well, exactly. All right.
Here we go.
So
We
none
got
like
side
that.
one. We got side one here. We got No Such Animal part 1. We got tomorrow, 10-minute long right there.
Yeah.
And No Such Animal part 2. And we
Oh, yeah.
got on side 2, we got Come On Baby part 1 and Come On Baby the second half. And then after that is I Love You. And I Love You Baby, I should say. And Down Now. And there's Louisville.
Right. That was recorded before Jimi Hendrix was really huge. So that would be considered the before London phase, Tim. When he used to play all kinds of covers from like, different stars of the era.
I see.
Awesome. Interesting.
And it's 1981 on this one.
That is cool.
Come on, baby.
Pre-huge Jimi Hendrix. Let's go.
Yes. Archie Gottler was the one that wrote Come On Baby. It's an old song, man. Talking like 50s.
Oh, wow.
There you go. If you could read it like the Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Now everybody send George Lucas 13 cents.
You're right. Or he's going to send his like corduroy goons after you.
Disney will now.
It's the suede denim secret police.
Not denim.
They've come for your uncool niece.
And there's the nutmeg logo.
Yep. Nutmeg.
And it's like
that's
a
awesome.
light purple.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to do some research on this, boys.
Nut 1002B, by the way.
Hey,
I don't know why you guys are laughing. I'm just reading the record label.
That's right. Oh, this is 2A on this one.
Yeah, but it's 1002. Oh, that is really cool. I like the color of the label. Actually, I have to say.
Yeah, it's like lavender or something like
that.
Yeah,
it's a very pleasing look against the black vinyl.
It is. Okay, so Nutmeg Records is a division of Phoenix Entertainment.
Ooh.
So looks like they did a bunch of Jimi Hendrix compilations like Kaleidoscope, High, Living and Dry, Living Dirty, a whole bunch of different ones. So kind of cool. You're going to send me down a rabbit hole here.
Nice.
That's a solid pick. That's a solid pick right there.
I do like me some Jimmy.
Okay, yes, I finally found it. I've been looking for. Sorry, I was looking for something. It just came up. This was recorded in between 65 and 67.
Oh, okay.
So this would be before the Band of Gypsies, before Mitch Mitchell, before any of that stuff, before he got big.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Actually,
it is. So yeah, Cosmic Turnaround live. So it's a live record. 1965 to 1967.
Sweet.
That's
and
awesome.
I found that on elimusic.com, not sponsored, but another great vinyl resource site if you're looking to find out what your collection is.
Ooh, okay. See, that's a site I was unfamiliar with until just now.
What's it called again?
Eli Music. Eli Music.
Writing that down.
Yeah, it's that one there, Tim. That's a good one.
Nice.
Do you remember that bootleg that I had of Before London from Jimi Hendrix? That cassette I told you that people were emailing me to buy? Those sessions are the same as those sessions that you have. That's all that era before, like I said, before London, before he went big.
Sweet.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You know what? You put that on, you're gonna be like, that ain't Jimi Hendrix. And yeah, it is. Because it's not that Voodoo Child sound. It's not that.
Right. It's not the Jimi Hendrix that everybody's used to hearing.
Right. The Experience or the Band of Gypsies or whatever they were called at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Great pick, dude. I was expecting another Walt Disney World record, actually.
Yeah.
Because those are great, man. Like, dude, some of those Disney records are a lot of money. Like, they are
some of those old Disney ones. They're really cool.
Well, especially because they were played a lot, and probably a lot of them aren't around anymore.
That's
I used to play when I was a kid. I had one of those little records of the Disney and those little mini Disney ones, and I looked through the story while I was playing. And
exactly,
go do something else
because kids use the crap out of them, and they're fragile to begin with.
That's right.
There's probably a good portion of them that no longer exist.
Well, because they were on that polystyrene vinyl. Right, so that they got played like they didn't last. But you want to hear something funny? I was looking at, because I'm looking for a 7-inch from Black Flag Nervous Breakdown, which was their first 7-inch 79. And I saw a video of it on YouTube where a guy is playing it on a Crosley record player, portable Crosley.
Wow.
I'm like, why are you ruining this wonderful piece of classic rock history with this vinyl leader? Like, what is wrong with you? I got really angry, and then it's like, I'm not buying this. So I'm like, but I need to find that one, and that's reminds me of those times, right? Because a lot of that vinyl was done in cheap. Make it, print it, get it out. Make it, print it, get it out. But now these reprintings are thick vinyl. They sound better. There's high fidelity. But some of that 70s shit sounds like ass.
And and to put it in comparison to something a lot of people are familiar with, it was the junk wax era.
Yes.
Literally the junk wax era, because all they did, they printed them out fast, hard, by the millions.
Yep, get them out.
It's like, so, back in the day when they said, oh, we sold 2 million albums, they literally sold 2 million albums. Like, there was no digital download anything.
Not 5 downloads off YouTube, and they're all walking around with stacks of cash. Yeah, okay, buddy, sure.
Oh yeah.
Like those rappers there, the YouTube rappers that like, I got 10,000 views and I'm walking around with a stack of cash. I'm like, okay, bud, I got videos with 30,000 views and I got like dick all. So you know what? You're lying.
Right.
Anyways, that's an awesome pick, dude.
Well, there's a lot of good records this week. That was a good show. I enjoy seeing what you guys like to bring and show everybody here. So that's awesome. Yes.
And then next Saturday, the last Saturday in March, the last of the 90s.
That's
the
right.
Last of the Mohicans. That's right.
That's right.
And then we don't know what we're doing next month, I don't think.
No, we haven't decided yet.
See what we got going on. So leave your comments down below. What should we cover next month? And we'll see what happens. Yeah, down there.
Because I already know
right here.
That's right, because I already know what we agreed upon 3 different times on 3 different days, and now we can all remember what they were.
Wait, I don't even remember that.
No, exactly. That was a long time ago.
Was I there?
All right, y'all. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for coming by.
Later.